And good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, depending on what part of the world you may be calling in from. Welcome to Cool Trader Pro's webinar presentation. I trust that everyone's had a chance to take a look at the legal disclaimer prior to the start of our call. My name is Sunil Wadhwa. I'm one of the co-founders and president for Cool Trader Pro. It's my pleasure here to give you a very clear, concise presentation as to where we are, where we're headed. First, a quick introduction to our international master distributor team, Mr. Maurice Walker, Lou Prescott, Peter Speech, and Jason Cox. These gentlemen are going to be very instrumental in helping each of you grow your businesses on an international basis, along with, of course, the management team of our company. However, we're on a search for international founders, and we have just a tremendous incentive. In fact, I'll give you a little quick teaser of $24 million that's on the table from now till our international convention. We'll give more details here in just a few minutes. Our founders, Kerry Flanders, CEO, Nick Roush, our managing director. These are incredible gentlemen, very focused individuals in helping each of you develop a very large international business with our company. The genius, the inventor, the creator, and founder of our company is Mr. Ed Barsano. I'd like to give you a quick background about Mr. Barsano. At a very young age of 19, he entered the military. And the military very quickly recognized that this guy was a genius, so they put him in data processing. Very quickly, he moved up the ranks, and he was working hand-in-hand with Vice Admiral Bryant. Their task was to create the nuclear codes for the Navy. To zip forward a little bit, in 1987, Microsoft reached out to the military and asked for a very short list of top-notch programmers and only wanted 5 names, and Mr. Barsano was right at the top of that list. He went to the Microsoft headquarters for an interview, thought that the interview would be 30 to 45 minutes. Very quickly, that interview turned into about a 6-hour session. And as some of you will get to know Mr. Barsano, and I'm sure that many of you have already heard him on conference calls that we've had over the last few weeks, he's an incredible gentleman, a very funny guy, and but a very straight shooter. And that's what happened in that Microsoft interview process. He turned the table around and started to tell the executives what, frankly, they were doing wrong. So long story short, they hired him. In 1995, after 8 hard years of working at Microsoft, in fact, he'll share stories with you on conference calls, and he says how Microsoft was an absolute war zone back then. People would come in at Monday morning and not leave until Saturday late night. People would literally pass out on their desks or on the floor because Microsoft was growing so rapidly. Well, 8 hard years, he decided to take the golden parachute. He retired with multi-millions of dollars, enough money for the rest of his life and beyond. He relaxed, had a lot of good time for 5 years, and in 2000 had lost half of his assets to the stock market. In fact, 60% to be precise in the stock market. Well, he's one of these guys, kind of like the old saying, don't wake up a sleeping giant. Well, that's what the stock market did. They woke him up. He was very upset about the idea. He still had plenty of money left for the rest of his life. But he says, why did this happen? This should not have happened, and it's not going to happen to me ever again. So he vowed to make the stock market a safer place to trade by creating a fully automatic or automated robotic system. After 5 years and 5 million lines of code, he accomplished his dream, and a whole new industry was born, and that's why we're on this call today. His mission is very simple, is to restore confidence to the middle-class investor by leveraging technology and innovation.